few little tips for Shiggy Bops when you're not exactly nailing every single time, not exactly nailing that transition between right foot, left foot. First thing, a Shiggy Bop only has 3 sounds, okay? So we're gonna break down a couple of things, but we're gonna use a 4 count as well, which is a Shiggy Bop. So we have a Shiggy Bop and a Shiggity Bop. Now, I'm not sure if Mike Minery is the one who coined this step or not, but I remember him saying it when I was younger, and that's kind of who I watched do it. He didn't break it down for me, but I watched him do it, and I watched him say it, listened to it, and I was like, oh, I love it. Shiggy Bop, Shiggy Bop, Shiggity Bop, Shiggity Bop, like just the different sounds. So, Shiggy Bop, 3 syllables, 3 sounds. What it is we stand on the leg that's gonna go out. We don't stand on the opposite leg and then scuff the foot forward, because that's cheating. We're not even on the leg yet, okay? But we start on the leg, and this foot goes scuff with the heel, lands on the heel, notice my bent knee, not a straight leg, lands on the heel, and then steps back here. So 3 parts, okay? So I'm facing the back, I'm standing on my right leg, my knee is bent. I'm gonna do it kind of quick because I don't really know how to do this in slow motion, but it's gonna go scuff, heel, land. Okay, 3 clean sounds. Again, we have 1, 2, 3. Now this transition, my back heel stays up. When I landed that here, my back heel is up. All I'm gonna do is just pick up my front leg, shift my weight slightly to the back, and now kick my left heel forward. Okay, for the same exact step. So if I do that facing the side, I have my right leg that I'm going to start with. I'm going to kick my right leg forward. 3 sounds. I lift my right leg up. I stay in a plie. My weight is pretty even, but I am going to shift just a tiny bit here just to get the leg up. So you see I was pretty even. I'm not forward. I'm not really far back. I'm kind of right here in the center, but I'm going to shift a tiny bit here to pick up the next leg. Okay. So what people tend to think is that Shiggy Bops, a lot of times when you do them in a classroom setting, you'll do them going across the floor, and that's fun, and you can definitely travel with these, kind of going back, right, taking up space, but they don't need to travel. They can stay in place. Okay, those were quite messy, but you get the idea, okay? So what I would love, if you're finding that you're doing one of these numbers, where you kick the leg out, but then you land on your back leg, so you're not getting the scuff heel of the front. It's because you're transferring your weight too fast, and so instead of it being a forward scuff, then a land, you're going, right, and that one leg is even landing in the air. Also, we're taking our shoulders back here. We don't want to do that. So let's pause there for a second on a Shiggy Bop, and let's actually fast forward to a Shiggity Bop. And the reason I like to do this, if I find people doing that where they're falling back, is because a Shiggity Bop has 4 counts and it lands with the toe down. So we have, again, we would be standing on one leg, but the foot goes scuff, heel, toe drop, then land. So that's the next level up. So instead of a 3 count, we have a 4 count. Instead of a Shiggy Bop, we have a Shiggity Bop. But because that toe drops, it keeps us from doing this number where our leg is in the air, because we have to put the toe down. We should already have the heel down, but just in case you're doing that, this is definitely going to catch it. So again, this is going to have 4 sounds. I'm going to start on my right leg. I'm going to go scuff, heel, toe drop, then land. Okay. From here, same thing. I just shift that leg up, transfer my weight back a tiny bit, keep that back heel up so I can drive it forward. If I land this foot flat, it's going to be really hard to drive that heel forward. So I was here, keep that heel up as I transfer, and then kick it forward. Same thing, pick it up, transfer, heel is up. Yeah. What I also love to do is, if you have a space, tap board, or if you're in the studio and there's some sort of line or demarcation on your floor that you can see, I actually have a seam kind of right here. So if I'm facing the back, I'm going to actually have my feet split this seam the whole time. Ooh, I missed it. Okay, and I'm missing my sounds. I'm not, like, I didn't even warm up, and I'm not over here trying to show you how amazing I am. I'm trying to give you tips and tricks to help you become amazing. So, and you probably already are amazing, by the way. So what I would say now, that toe drop for some people is actually easier, because again, we're dropping our weight. Okay, but if you are one of those people who goes, here and you're having a hard time keeping that leg down, I would say challenge yourself. Now this is a workout. This is a really fun challenge. Stay on your right leg. You'll do left as well. And you're just gonna do scuff, heel, toe. We're not gonna put the back sound down. We're just gonna do the front leg. Okay, we're gonna balance. We're gonna do that again. And again. All over the place. Yeah, that was weird because I'm trying to stay in frame of the camera. But the idea that we're staying on that leg. We'll do the same thing on the other leg. Once you practice one side, always do the other side. Yeah? So I'm just doing scuff, heel, toe drop. Let me see if I can go back over there. Yeah? So that would be what the Shiggy Bop is, except we would have the back leg land. Okay? So if you're finding that you're kicking your weight back, pause on the Shiggy Bop. Let's actually go a step ahead. Let's go to the 4 count. Drop the toe, and then you'll realize your leg stays on the ground. That part's easy. Just put the foot down in the back. Okay? So again, we have Shiggy Bop, 4 counts. From there, ooh, I dropped my heel. I don't want you to do that, okay? Take that heel up. Yeah? If we go back to the 3 count now, the toe stays up at the end. Okay? Now, and in all fairness, if I was actually warmed up, I really do think this would be a much better tutorial, but we're gonna run with it. Again, I'm already winded over here. I haven't done much today, I can tell. So I need this. So I'm gonna turn the camera off and I'm gonna keep practicing and dust off the rust. And I hope you guys have fun. I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments. Are you working on this step? Is this the first time you've ever been introduced to it? And did the pushing yourself to the 4 count help that transition for your 3s? Keep dancing through life, guys.